Hey, welcome to the Off Colony podcast, Rise 8. My name is Philip Holt. I own a tattoo studio in Tampa, Florida called Red Letter One. I've been tattooing for 27 years, which means I spend a lot of time telling stories and talking to people. This podcast is called Rise 8, and it's where I sit down and I interview some friends, some colleagues, some heroes, some coaches, people in my life that have overcome great obstacles. Other guys with great stories, and this is just a conversational podcast. My goal is to launch a new episode every Monday, and one of the great obstacles that I'm dealing with right now is learning how to do a podcast. There's a lot more to it than I thought, which I love a challenge, so I'm up for it. I've actually spent a lot of time reading and trying to figure out how YouTube works, how podcasts work. I've talked to some other guys. I've had a lot of help already. I don't actually spend very much time online on YouTube for sure. And it's a nice change of pace. Again, I really enjoy the learning aspect that I've had with it so far. But with that comes its own problems and obstacles, right? So last week, I interviewed my wrestling coach, Adam Cantor. And as much as I'm happy with the progress we had and how much we learned, I'm not happy with the camera angles. I'm not happy with the lighting. The audio was atrocious and took a ton of editing just to get it pleasant enough to listen to. So I've got some new mics. Those had their problems as well. It's been a lot. And last week I did just a quick 20-minute monologue where I kind of worked through some ideas about failure. And I never pressed the record button, and I don't quite know how that happened, but somehow the video didn't record. And I have the audio, but I just don't really feel like uploading just an audio clip. So I scratched it. And so this is kind of a day late now. I want to try to release episodes every Monday, but it's going to take a while to get momentum. I'm apprehensive to schedule too many guests before I've worked out the kinks. I am happy to say that my scheduled guest this week for next Monday's episode, which I think is probably around September 26th or something like that, 25th, is my good friend Aaron Nagel, who's a brilliant painter from Portland, Oregon. Well, he lives in Portland, Oregon right now. And I'm super excited about it. He's got a ton of stories. We've been friends for a really long time. So he's going to be great. He's going to help me work through the interview process for sure. So I'm super excited about that. So tune in next week. I don't really have anything more to upload this week, though. I just wanted to put this up as a habit because I said I was going to drop one of these every week, and I'd like to stay on schedule just to make sure that I don't lose momentum on this project. I have high hopes with a few of the guests that are lined up. I have a lot to learn in the realm of interviewing, and it's a lot. It's a lot to learn. So, but I have high hopes. I think it's going to come out really cool. So, stay tuned. We've got great advice and stories. Unless you're the kind of person that's never struggled and don't need advice and don't need other people's wisdom. Otherwise, I think you're going to gain a lot out of some of the guys that I have lined up. So stay tuned and hope you have a good week. Thanks.